I told y'all it was going to happen. I told you it was going to happen. If the tragedy of George Floyd losing his life wasn't enough, now we've got liberals that are blaming Donald Trump. Are you kidding me? How in the world are you trying to make a leap from a black man that was murdered? I have no doubt that it was murder, friends. And I hope that all 4 of those police officers are held accountable. And I also hope this. I've had a lot of messages come to me from law enforcement officers that are acknowledging that they are aware that there are law enforcement officers that do push the envelope. They cross the line. Yet there's this thing called the thin blue line, the blue shield. There's this thing where officers, they don't want to rat on each other. Well, I think ratting is exactly what needs to happen. If you're a law enforcement officer and you know of an individual that has pushed the envelope, that has crossed the line, that is a racist, if they happen to be, if you know that they have an issue with somebody because of the color of their skin, I am challenging you right now. You need to be a rat for the safety, the security, and hopefully to regain the trust of the American people in law enforcement officers. You need to be a rat. You need to tell your chief. And if the chief don't listen, you need to talk to the mayor. And if the mayor doesn't listen, you need to talk to the governor. The police need to police the police, because we need to know that we have faith and can trust our law enforcement officers that are supposed to protect and serve us, the American people, regardless of race. What happened with George Floyd is a travesty, and it's something that is an attack on all Americans. The riots that I've seen in Minneapolis that are taking place, it's not just black folks rioting. There's white folks out there, there's Hispanics out there, because what took place is an absolute attack on all of us. But let me jump back to this for a minute. For those that are trying to blame Donald Trump, there's pictures floating around that are saying that the cop that had his knee on George's neck was wearing a red hat that said, "Make whites great again." Can I just tell you something? Can you use Snopes, who is literally liberal biased? They're very liberally biased. Snopes has already debunked it. So, hey, Ice Cube. Hey, all you other black rappers and celebrities that are trying to connect the dots that aren't there and say, oh, this cop was a Trump supporter, knock it off. You're using the same exact hatred that got George killed. It's ignorance. And it's nothing that any American should have to deal with when we're all mourning the loss of an American and wanting to find out what the truth is. You're spreading lies. Why would you spread lies? It's exactly what I shared yesterday that the mainstream media was going to do. They're going to try to figure out how to paint this on Donald Trump. They're going to blame him for it. It's nonsense. There's also this video going around, this picture going around that says, oh, he was at a Donald Trump rally in Minneapolis. This is him on stage. Wrong again. No, that is not him on stage. That's not the officer that had his knee on George's neck. There is no connection. But let me just tell you something. This is exactly what the mainstream media wants to do. They want to try to continue to fabricate lies to connect racist dots between a president that's actually done more for the black community than any president since Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, the president that freed the slaves. You don't want to hear about that, and the mainstream media isn't going to tell you that. You actually should want to hear about that, because that would make you want to vote for the man that is actually doing more for the black community, the Hispanic community, for women, than any past president I can think of, Republican or Democrat. Aren't you all about the truth? Don't you want to know the truth? Don't you want to stand up for the truth? Or do you want to peddle lies? Do you want to push propaganda that just gets people all riled up? Emotionally riled up with no facts. Friends, we're better than that. America, we deserve better than that from individuals like Ice Cube that have millions of followers, and he ain't the only one. There's a whole lot of celebrities out there that are bashing this president, trying to connect dots that are not there, that even Snopes has debunked as false. Have they taken their posts down? No. Their poster's still up there. We cannot forget that a Democrat once said, never let a good crisis go to waste. That's exactly what these liberals and these Democrats are doing right now, trying to drive a wedge and figure out a way to blame Donald Trump for 4 cops being high on power and maybe intentionally trying to really harm him because he was black. I'll wait for the facts to come out on that. But regardless, they absolutely were unjustified in the way they treated George, and they murdered that man, and they need to be held accountable, period. But the last thing we need right now are celebrities hearing from, speaking to Americans and trying to blame Donald Trump. So hopefully this video exposing the lies that some of y'all are putting out there, hopefully you share this video. Hopefully people see the truth. And hopefully you celebrities that are trying to point the finger at Donald Trump for the actions of these 4 police officers, hopefully you take your propaganda down, because that's what it is. It's propaganda, it's lies, it's false, it's fake, and you need to be accountable, be responsible to your audience, and take that mess down. David J. Harris Jr. here. If you like my message, you'll love my podcast.
You says Black Lives Matter.
How did you say that?
I worked here part-time. Plus, I'm a part owner of this store. You said Black Lives Matter. Why don't you choke me? I'm black.
Tell him, sister.
Look what you did to my store.
Tell him, sister.
Look what you did to my store.
Tell him, sister. That's right, because I got they back. These are my dudes right here. Good
Look
men.
at the things you done.
Good men.
Look.
The Black Lives Matter.
We've been here all night cleaning up. All night cleaning.
And you got black people standing right here with them. Black
Tell
people.
me
That's right.
Black Lives Matter.
Exactly.
You lied. You wanted to loot the store. You needed money. Get a job like I do. Stop stealing. This is the neighborhood. We trying to build it up and you tearing it down.
It's free reign. There's nobody after checkout. But this nigga just pulled a gun out on not just me, but 5 other black females. And y'all sitting up here really pretending like y'all did this shit over black lives. A black man who looks like me, who should be out there protecting me, just pulled a gun out on me and 5 other sisters. So y'all tell me, keep lying to yourself, talking about this is about black lives. Just pulled a gun out on me because I'm out here trying to clean up. To clean up what's mine. Y'all so pro-black that y'all anti-black. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing about that, right? That's what I worry about. When the police came here, they ain't pull out no gun on me. But my brother did. Just pulled out a gun on us. Because we're trying to stop people from coming in the parking lot. We're trying to stop people from coming in the parking lot and creating more garbage. And this man just pulled a gun out on me. And 5 other females. So now I'm in my car and I'm finna go home. Because at this end of the day, I feel hopeless. And there's nothing that I can do. I'm picking up garbage and here goes some old black folks throwing some shit on the ground. Coming in the store, taking stuff and not helping, not asking who needs something. You pulled the gun out on me. That's what you did. You stood there. And you pulled the gun out, and y'all out here worried about these police officers. Everybody is against us, including us.
Straight to Office Max, the dollar store, and every store over here that I go to. I have nowhere to go now. I have no way to get there because the buses aren't running. These people did this for no reason. It's not going to bring George back here. George is in a better place than we are. And last night, I'm going to be honest, I wish I was where George was because this is ridiculous. These people are tearing up our livelihood.
I just don't understand what's going on because I want to address an issue. Okay, let me just be honest here, okay? And let me clear up some things. I'm not trying to take away from the fact that George Floyd was wrongfully killed, okay? I'm pissed off at Black Lives Matter because they don't care about nobody else's life right now. This is the thing here, okay? A police officer a retired cop at the age of 77, David Dorn, was gunned down, shot and killed, left for dead on a sidewalk. I didn't hear anything from Black Lives Matter. Anything. Anything at all. And if they really cared about everybody's life, about every black life, I want to know, why don't they have anything to say about the life of David Dorn? David Dorn's life mattered too. A 77-year-old black man spent 40 years protecting and serving his community. 40 years protecting people. And what did he get in return? What did he get in return? Left dead on a sidewalk, laying in cold blood, all over a TV because some thugs wanted a new TV, so they shot and killed an elderly black man. And I didn't hear nothing from Al Sharpton. I didn't hear nothing from Jesse Jackson. I didn't hear nothing from Shaun King, Don Lemon, Anderson Cooper, CNN, MSNBC. They didn't have nothing to say. If you want to say Black Lives Matter, you need to stand up for every single black life. You don't pick and choose whose life is more important. You don't get to pick and choose who deserves justice. Okay? Because at the end of the day, everybody's life is important. Everybody's life. Black, white, brown, purple, green. I don't care what color you are. If you are a human, your life is important. But I'm just pissed off with these hypocrites. They're screaming Black Lives Matter. Oh, we care about we care about black lives. But you go silent when a black person dies at the hands of another black person. Shame on you. Shame on you. How could you not say something about somebody's grandfather being gunned down over a damn television? You have nothing to say? Nothing at all? These people don't care about George Floyd. No, they care about an agenda. They care about race baiting. That's the only thing they care about. A little girl in Chicago was shot dead months ago, years ago, all the time. Kids in Chicago are always shot down and murdered. Young children in Chicago are being murdered by the hands of other black people, and they have nothing to say at all. Nothing to say. So you mean to tell me, if a black person murders a young 17-year-old boy, that 17-year-old boy's life don't matter because he died by the hands of a black person? No, you're wrong. His life matters too. These people are selective when it comes to whose life matter. You can't be all about black lives and then be selective and go quiet. I'm sick of this crap. I'm sick of it. This is not about black versus white. This is about evil versus good. Okay? Evil people kill people. And we all should be mad anytime an evil person murders somebody, murders an innocent person. We should all be mad. And let me clear this up too. When I say I'm pissed off at Black Lives Matter, I'm talking about the white people who scream Black Lives Matter. I'm talking about the black people who scream Black Lives Matter. I'm talking about the Asian and the Hispanic people who scream Black Lives Matter. If you scream Black Lives Matter and you don't say nothing about David Dorn, then you are a hypocrite and you don't care about every black life. You don't. And this is why people can't take Black Lives Matter serious. We can't take them seriously because they are a bunch of hypocrites. Everybody's life matter at the end of the day. Don't just get pissed off when a police officer kill a black. Have that same energy when a black kill a black, or when some Hispanic kill a black. Okay? But at the end of the day, as humans, we should all be mad about somebody being murdered that did not deserve to be killed at all. We should all be mad. Let's stop focusing on what color this person is. That don't matter. We all matter. Human lives matter. Humans matter. All lives matter at the end of the day. And that's not taken away from George Floyd. We need to understand it is not evil. It is not black people versus white people. It is evil people versus good people. And good people, we all need to stand together and come together and root out all the evil. We have to do it together. Let's stop race baiting, okay? Let's stop it. Let's stand up for every life, not just one life every now and then. Let's stand up for those young black girls and boys who are murdered by gang members in Chicago every freaking weekend. You want a riot when a white cop kill a black? How about you start a riot when a black person murders an innocent child in Chicago?
Black Lives Matter is a joke.
Yup.
You are the racist. The racist is you. It's because the white guy killed that. You think they're racist. The racist, the Black Lives Matter. Go to Chicago. They don't have schools. And they die every day. They don't matter. Because you can get attention from that. Go shut up. Shut up. Nobody will hear it. Shut up. Group of hypocrites. Go to Southeast DC, Northeast. Tell them Black Lives Matter. If it matters, it should matter everywhere. You guys are hypocrites. Attention seekers. Attention seekers. Black lives should matter everywhere. It doesn't take a white cop to kill a black person to matter. So I'm here today because I heard about a demonstration on, the George Floyd event, situation, which I'm going to be honest about it. It's wrong that, anything like that should happen. Okay? It's very wrong. My problem is it shouldn't be an opportunity for a group of people to use that as an excuse or to come across as victims. No one is a victim here. The only victim here is George Floyd. Let's be very clear. Everybody knows that black kills black more than anything. You know that. It doesn't take a white person to kill them for you to come out. Hypocrites.
Just leave.
You leave.
I'm present. You leave.
Let me leave.
I don't want to make you.
Make me leave. Bunch of hypocrites. Black lives matter only when a white person touch a black person. Do you know how many black kids got killed in Northeast DC this morning? What did you do? You guys are the racists.
What did you do besides come out here and provoke shit?
No, go out there and tell the black person Black Lives Matter.
Go out there and help them.
Go tell the black person Black Lives Matter. Then they will take you seriously. Everybody thinks you guys as a joke.
You a joke, because you playing. Go out there and do it. You a joke.
What are you doing for the Chicago kids who are dying every day?
What you doing?
Do you go there and tell them Black Lives Matter?
You going?
Make me go.
You going?
Make me go.
You're so supportive of them. Go.
Make me go. As an American citizen, I'm proud of this country. I love this country. I don't want my country to be portrayed like this. We have a problem. That agreed. We have a problem in our country. Agreed. Okay? Too much violence. But it should not be categorized as a symbolism for racism on blacks. No. We are in a free country. Let's be very clear. We have foreign news media here. Our country is going to be portrayed the way they want our country to be portrayed, and which is not accurate. My point was that black kids in Chicago get killed every single day. Where is the Black Lives Matter in Chicago? Where are they? When black people kill black people, they don't come out and do this crap. The only time they do this crap is when a white person touches them. They are the racists. They are the racists. Because white cops, it's wrong for a white cop to kill a black person, that's for sure. But if it matters, it should matter at all times.
So what are you fighting for? What are you fighting for? You are not here to fight injustice. You're here to cause drama.
Will be stop violence. It's not about blacks.
In a unicorn world. That's not a unicorn world.
Period.
Okay, since you're so...
You guys claim blacks are oppressed. I am black, I'm not oppressed. I am free.
That's good for you. That's an individual person. What about a systemic issue?
Where? I am black. I've always wanted to be. I have I do what I want. You have the skills. This is a country where you have the skills. You want to do what you want. You do it. Stop forcing on people to accept that they're oppressed. They are not. I am not oppressed. I am black. Stop making people accept that they're oppressed. You're forcing a rhetoric into your minds, which is not true. That's my point. Violence is wrong, period. It's not about blacks.
Of course.
You agree that whites kill whites too, right?
Of course.
Have you seen any white person coming out and saying white life matter or white thing? No, violence is wrong.
They literally do all the time. Every time there's a Black Lives Matter
It's a violence
protest,
problem.
a white
It's not
person.
a black problem. It's a violence problem. The blacks kill blacks in black neighborhoods every single day. I've never seen a Black Lives Matter in those neighborhoods. Never. Never. You know what they say? When a black person kill a black in a black neighborhood, they come out and they say, when the police comes, do you know what they tell the police? Snitches get stitches.
I know that. Okay.
Snitches get stitches. But if a white person kill a black person, Black Lives Matter. Stop the hypocrisy. Nobody takes this seriously. Nobody. If it matters, it should matter in black neighborhoods. You start cleaning at home.
So why don't you go?
You
Why don't
start
you
your
start?
kids at home.
Why don't you start?
I'm not carrying anything saying Black Lives Matter. I know I matter.
Why don't you start?
You guys are wasting everybody's time. Okay?
Since you're so
Black
enlightened
kills
about
black
this,
more than any race. Where's the Black Lives Matter?
people kill in their community.
Where's the Black Lives Matter? I am free. Don't try to make me believe I'm not free. I am free.
We are free.
Shame on you.
I am free.
We are free.
What kind of free? Shame on you. Shame on you. I am free. I am free. I am free. Bring it. Bring it, guys. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Where are you
here? Why are you here? Why are you here?
Where are you in South DC?
Why are you here?
I am free in my country.
Why are you here?
I'm in my country.
Why are you here? Okay, so if you don't believe in this cause, you're free to leave. You're free, so you're free to
I
leave.
am free to stay too. I am free to stay.
Like this.
That's my house. White House.
Go
there.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. You know how many kids got killed in North DC this morning?
Let's hear the statistics. Since you're such a stats expert and you can read stats off for me, tell me, what are the statistics? What are the statistics of black people in jail? What are the statistics? Go.
And what are the statistics of black people dying in Chicago every day? Where are you? Bunch of hypocrites. Bunch of hypocrites. Don't waste anybody's time. I would, you know what? You know what, guys?
You believe in this and you're wasting your own time.
No, I will tell you guys. The world will take you guys seriously when you start your Black Lives Movement. When a black person kills a black person, you come out and say, Black Lives Matter.
There are community organizations that fight against that. You have no idea.
Where? Where? Everyone! Everyone! Let's march! Let's march! Let's start this march! Black Lives Matter! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go to Northeast! Let's go to Northeast! Let's go to Northeast! I will go with you! I will go! What's going in Southeast DC? I will respect your movement! Do it in Chicago! I respect you, Chicago! You guys have been cowards! You guys are not oppressed! You're lazy, that's all it is! Go get jobs, work! I am oppressed! The white people are oppressing me! Where are they to oppress you?
Do you feel like the mainstream media or the establishment media is portraying things accurately or the protests accurately?
No. What I think is that the mainstream media is helping propel this voice which is very, very skewed from reality. Okay, because the mainstream media can help them look at things from that perspective. Why don't you start at home? Bring the numbers to their attention. Here are the numbers, they don't lie. African Americans kill each other more than anything. These are numbers. How about you start the change at home? How about that? Why does it take a white person to kill a black person for them to come out, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world? How about that? Why don't nobody bring that perspective to their face? Is it ignorance? What is it? Is it deceit? What are they trying to achieve? This is common sense. You want to change? Start the change at home. Common sense. You don't need to be a nuclear physician to get this easy. Start the change at home. Period. And let the mainstream media tell them the things the way they are. Hey, yeah, we agree with you. Violence is wrong. In any way, on any surface of the earth, violence is wrong. But there's more violence in your own communities. What do you do about that? Are you going to come change violence at the White House? Come on, give us a break. The idea is to create a group of people who feel oppressed, okay? Because if the more they feel oppressed, the more they're going to look for some kind of equalization. Nobody's oppressed in America. Look, I'm a foreigner. First of all Americans, we're all foreigners, okay? if I'm hardworking, America is a country of, why do you think they didn't tell World War to come to our country? Okay? Everybody wants to come to America and they want to pretend we're oppressed. I am not oppressed. I'm black. I'm not oppressed. I have a master's in healthcare administration. Okay, I'm going to be working for a federal agency. I am not oppressed. No black in America. I don't feel oppressed. I'll tell you that. If you're driven, you're going to accomplish what you want to accomplish. We're in the country of the free. Okay? And let the mainstream media stop trying to forcing on people to accept that they're oppressed. I am not oppressed. I am black. I'm not oppressed. Okay? Trying to make some people feel oppressed is just to weaken them. That's the bottom line. You want to make this group of black people feel that they're weak and that there's some power on top of the. No one is oppressing nobody.